So hi folks, hello once again, and you're very welcome along to another program, to another edition of Down Your Way. We're here in South of the County this week. We're here in Care. Absolutely a fantastic occasion for Noel O'Donnell, the McCarthy's of Ballyhenry, just about to launch this book. Noel, congratulations and well done, and I hope the book really goes well for you.
Thank you very much, and I hope it does. I really hope it does. I hope people enjoy it. I hope they enjoy it as much as I enjoyed writing it, and probably took a long time to write. I started it back in 2018, and then I stopped for a while because I built this garage here, this petrol station, and then towards the end of last year, a guy was launching a book, Shawnee Lundigan, and he had a book launch, and I went down to the book launch, and one of the girls that was there at his book launch said, "I know you're writing a book," and she said, "How much have you done, or have you anything done?" And I said, "I have a bit done," I said, and she said, "Well, I send it to her," and I said, "I would," and her name is Annette Condon, and Annette is just a fantastic person, and once she got on board, she got everything out of me, and so I sent her on half the book, and she rang me back after about 3 weeks, and she said, "No, this is a page turner. I'd love," she said, "if you get it finished." And at that stage, my wife was actually sick at the time, and I was at home a lot, and I had started back into it again. And I said to her, "You're not going to believe that I have the half that you've done, and I have that you've got, and I've also got half of the next half done, and I know the finish." And I said, "I'm really working on it, and I will get it done." So I did get it done, and I sent it to her after about another 2 months or 3 months, and she said, "You should publish this," and I said, "I don't know nothing about published books." But when I sent it to her, there was no paragraphs, there was no full stops, there was no anything. So she actually edited it all for me and done a fantastic job on it. And then she said, please get it published." And I said, "I don't know." I said, "What do you do?" And she said, "Let's self-publish." And I knew nothing about this. So she actually helped me, and I actually helped her, I suppose, at the finish, because she's so good at what she was doing. And she got it printed by a crowd called Letter Tech down in Cork, who had already done a book for the Daughters of Duniski. So she knew this company was good and that they would do the book for me. So they actually, she got it sent off to a proofer then and got it proofed and got it. So we said we'd go ahead with the printing and got it printed.
The McCarthy's of Ballyhenry. I know Tipperary fairly well. Nearly every parish, every village, every townsland. I never came across Ballyhenry.
No, it's just a fictitious name that I made up, because there's Ballypatrick, there's Ballymorris, there's everything, Ballyluby, Ballycarron, Bally everything. So I just made up this name of Ballyhenry just to have something different. Now, there is a Ballyhenry here in Care, and I didn't want to get mixed up with that either. And McCarthy's is an Irish name, and I could have picked O'Donnell, I could have picked Buck, Dwyer, any name at all, because in this book, as you read it, this probably happened, or people know of somebody that this happened to throughout the years going back. I based it in 1935, and Artane, all those places, there's loads of them, Letterbrick, loads of them all over the country, Letterfrack, and even Clonmel here we have loads of them, and they were called Bostrels, and we were always led to believe that they were for bold boys. And I mean, like, how could a boy be bold at 7 years of age? Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you think back on it, a lot of these people were born out of wedlock, or maybe they were caught for stealing something, or their parents couldn't look after them, or for different reasons they ended up in these places. And in Artane, there was up to 1,000 children there at any one time. And this is a very, very sad reflection on the Irish church and all that sort of thing. And so it's a story that I went through then, and I studied it all on the internet and YouTube. I found out an awful lot of stories, and I used their stories in the book. And different people had different stories in them, and horrific stories. But then I made up so the guy that James in the book, he had six brothers, and he wanted to look after them and keep them together and look after them as much as he can. When they were put into Artane, he didn't realise how such an awful place it was, and then he had to plan his escape. And he escaped, and he escaped with the 6 boys, and what they had to live through after they escaped as well, and try and get back down to Ballyhenry.
So it's all fictitious for the most part, but it's real as well.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of the stories are very, very real, very, very real, and very daunting. And I found them hard to research because they were so crude and so. But these things did happen. These things did happen, and they are only children, and children are fierce important. We all know. Nobody'd like to see our child of 7 going in there or been there. An awful lot of them are kept there until they're 18 and 20 years of age, and an awful lot of them never came out of it. And nobody knows what happened to them. Hopefully now people will start to find out what happened a lot there. And as I said, it wasn't the children's fault that they were put in there. You know what I mean? A lot of them were poor situations, and the parents died, or their parents, they were born out of wedlock, or they came out of different places.
Yeah. And I suppose, as you say, the stories are so real for many, in many events.
So real. And to look up some of these stories, it's horrendous. I couldn't put some of the stories in the book. I found them harrowing, absolutely harrowing. And I would look at the stories night after night and say, geez, no, I can't put this in, I can't put this in. And I just felt I couldn't put in some of the stories. And it just, like the way they were treated, even without sexual abuse, the way they were treated. Their name was taken off them. They were given a number. They were null and void. They didn't care about the child. They were used as slaves. It was a 600-acre farm. They were used as slaves. They were also sent out to businesses all over the place, and farmers all over the place to work. And the school got paid for them, but the children got nothing. And they were really hungry inside in the school. The food they got was not nutritious. It was just slops, and they just couldn't get even enough of them even to eat. They were constantly hungry. And
it was set kind of in 35, which I suppose you could add on another 20 or 30 years onto it.
Absolutely. These places didn't close until 1990s and nearly into 2000s by the time they closed. You know, and the harm they'd done, and we will never know really what harm they've done. The reason I suppose, I'd like for maybe people next generation below us to be able to see what did go on, and hopefully they will see some of this in the book, and be able to cast a light on it just to see what did happen.
What tempted you in the first place to go back and talk about Artane for?
I suppose we always heard the stories of the Bold Boys and all this sort of thing, and it kind of always stuck in my head. Just how could it be? Even then when I got older, how could it be 1,000 Bold Boys? Like that couldn't be possible. And it wasn't possible. And I suppose, we were told these places were bosтрels, and they were actually prisoners, but they were slave prisoners. And there was actually a shoe factory up there in Artane. They had 600 acres of land. That all had to be farmed and all looked after. And this is how they done it. And just pure money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I think even this should maybe, somebody might say, Jesus, this really did happen now when they read this kind of a book. And it did happen to somebody's. We all know of somebody that was probably in there or in different places for different reasons. And why were they in there? Why were they treated so bad? Why did the authorities put them in there? And this is questions that's still not answered. And probably, I don't know, would they ever get the answer now?
It might prompt someone to kind of research that part of it.
Absolutely. And you'd love to see that happening now, that somebody would take it up to continue on and try and find out, I mean, it's a pity that, it's just a pity. Because, we were supposed to be the island of saints and scholars. And according to what I found, it's not saints and scholars. You know what I mean? It was rogues, and it was, yeah.
Did the people in authority realise what was around the corner, what was inside that wall?
Oh, I think they did, because a lot of the judges put these children in there. A lot of the police put children in there. I think some of them did realise, and some of them, but whether they thought that was as bad as it was, probably not. And I think probably a lot of the priests that were in there, our brothers or whatever they were, they mightn't have actually realised that what they were doing was so wrong either, even though, because they were told that they were doing the name of God. They were standing up in the pulpit and announcing that they were doing things in God's name. And how could they have done that in God's name? Would not be. You just couldn't stand up and say, yeah, you've done this in God's name. No.
I'm with Noel O'Donnell here from Care. He's talking about his friends, the McCarthy's from Ballyhenry. Fantastic new release, new book, be launched next week. We're back just after these. Indeed, you're very welcome back to Down Your Way. We're here in south of the county. We're here in Care this week. We're talking to, of course, Noel O'Donnell, and he's telling me all about the McCarthy's of Ballyhenry. What a story, an absolutely fabulous story, and I hope that you enjoy the book when you get it. Noel, tell me about yourself, your own life story in a bit. You grew up here in Care.
Yeah, we actually we lived in the Wynn for the first 10 years of my life, and then we moved into Care into Lissafe here, and I was one of 10. Kind of a big family, but not back then. It wasn't classed as a big family. There was lots of big families back then, and we moved into Care. And as I say, when I was 10, I went to school in 10, and until I left it actually at 14 and went serving my time to be a plasterer. So, yeah, they were trying times as well, I suppose. We had to get out and start making money because how our mother and father could rear 10 of us on just one wage was next to impossible. So we all went out and we all started working quite young, 14 and 15 years of age. And then we went on then to be working as a foreman. And then things got bad again in the 80s, the early 80s, 85, 86, 87, they were terrible bad years. And I went to England working then, and we worked in London for a while. Then we worked in Cardiff, and we had quite good money in Cardiff. And then my mother-in-law, the mercenary, rang me and said that there was the petrol station here in Care was coming up for renewal. They wanted, the guy that was in it was leaving it, and they wanted somebody to take it over as a licensee. So I came back in 1989, and I was interviewed for Texaco station here in Care, and we actually came out on top of that anyway, and we done a lot of bluffing, I suppose, to get it to get it there.
Get over the line.
Get it over the line, yeah. I was supposed to have 20,000 in cash to be able to buy my first load of petrol. I hardly had 20 pence, but I went to Clonmel, and we used to pay our rent in Clonmel, and I went into the bank, and as it so happened, I went into ARB in Clonmel. It was 5 and 6 O'Connell Street that time in Clonmel, and there's a restaurant there now. But I went in and I asked the girl, could I see the manager? And she said, he's actually busy at the moment. She said, if you want to take a seat. So I took a seat anyway, and Mary was with me. She said, come on, let's get out of here. She said, what good is this? What good is this? I said, no. I said, we'll go in and meet him anyway. So I went in anyway. And I went in, and I opened the door, and he said, hello, Noel. Hello, Tom. I said, we were after building his house about 5 or 6 years before that. And he said, how are you doing? I was telling him what I was doing, and he said, I told him that I was looking for a letter to say that I had 20,000. And he said, I can give you a letter. He said, if you come, he said, and get your overdraft off me. And I said, no problem. So he gave me £20,000 overdraft, and that's how I started up in the petrol station. Yeah, it wouldn't happen now. Not at all. No. But yeah, so we started in here. We had a tough enough time. At that time, the government had full control on the price of petrol. We were allowed 3 cents a litre, and by the time you swiped a Visa card, the 3 cents was nearly gone. So you hadn't much out of petrol, and you still haven't much out of petrol, but it's a draw. It draws in the crowd. And so we developed a way then after that. And so I actually bought it off a Texaco in 2000. I bought it off of them in 2000, and after it took a long time. It took about 2 years to actually buy it. So when I bought it, then I had to convert the tyre bay into a kind of a shop, and that's how we started off. And then we started.
You have a massive setup here.
Yeah, it's a huge setup here now. It's we employ about 50 people here now, and it's just constant going. But it's good. It's good. And my son is here with me and his wife, Alan and Tricia, and they kind of run the day-to-day business now, and they're kind of putting me out in the long grass.
Tell me, when you were young, lad, growing up and going to school and leaving school and all the rest, what kind of stuff did you read? You know.
I was never great to read. I suppose we all read Dandy and the Beano and Ride the Rovers, all that stuff. And, we used to read comics and swap comics and all that sort of thing going to school. But when I started off in school in New Inn first, I used to always write with my left hand, and the nuns didn't like that. They told me it was the devil's hand, and they used to keep beating me until they tried to make me write with my right. Now my writing is bad on both hands. So anyway, it's hard. But I got away with that all my life, I suppose, and that's why even probably writing the book, I was able to write it on a laptop, which has spell check, thank God. So that helped a lot as well. Yeah, it wouldn't be legible at all only for spell check. So, yeah.
That's a great idea. I know. I admit that.
Yeah. So
look, I've heard people writing with your left hand. The nuns, they didn't like it.
No, oh my God, no. They used to hit me with the edge of the ruler, and they told me it was the devil's hand. You're not to use that hand. It was the devil's hand. And eventually, they actually tied it behind my back, so I couldn't use my left hand.
Wasn't that awful?
Yeah. Terrible, terrible things. But that was that time. That was the time we were living in. Yeah. That was in 1966, 64, 66, around then. Yeah.
You haven't any nuns invited to the launch of this book, eh?
No. Although my aunt was a nun, and she was a lovely woman. She was a radiographer, and she was a lovely, lovely woman. But no, there's no nuns coming to it anyway. I don't know. Is there any nuns even around now? Much you wouldn't see too many of them.
I don't know. The convent in New Inn presumably is closed now, and did they?
New Inn is closed, and even remember back when we were young, and you'll often hear of there'd be two in the family going to have to be a priest, and three girls going to have to be nuns. Now there's none of that, obviously. Like, you know what I mean? That's stopped, and probably is a good thing. Because they were forced forced to be nuns, and forced to be priests, you know.
I wonder what happened. I wonder why did that happen.
Why did they put them in there? Well, in a lot of farmers' cases, it was the first son got the farm, the second son was sent off to be a priest, the rest of the sons were probably sent off to become Christian brothers, and the girls were sent off to be nuns, because they were that's what they wanted, perfect families, you know what I mean, as they thought. You know what I mean?
And
so
this is what we have then in the book, on the other hand.
This is why they probably didn't want to be in there either, like, and you know what I mean? Like, you hear so many stories, and so I've heard and looked up so many stories on the internet and on that. It's harrowing, you know. So
have you enjoyed writing the book?
I have. Oh God, I have. Yeah. I've really enjoyed writing it, you know, and I hope people enjoy reading it as much as I did writing it, because I did, and I liked, as I said, the researching was tough, and it was, daunting, but. Yeah, I did like it, and I probably might want to do another one. I'll see. Okay. I have some ideas in my head, but I would get up very early every morning, and I would just start on the typewriter maybe for an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, until I nearly fall asleep again, you know. And once I'd start typing, it would just keep coming to me, you know, all the different stories in my head, and you know.
All the different things. Yeah. Who's your favourite writer over the years?
Oh my God, I don't know. I like some political things. I like what Matt Cooper writes about. I like, there's some lovely, even some children's books are so good. And like, even now they have grandchildren, I read children's stories, story books to the grandchildren and all. And yeah, and we, like the kick even they get out of reading, they get more. And then when I be reading the stories from them, I change my accent for them. You know what I mean? I make it more dramatic than what it is. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Actually, there's so much in it, and there's so much in this book. Of course, we haven't even touched at all. You know what I mean?
Oh, there is. Yeah. I mean, like, even the lovely life the boys had before their mother and dad passed away. Like, you know what I mean? Even though they're living in a country cottage, but they had a lovely, simple life, and the dad used to take them out to on little adventures and bring them fishing and bring them out, and they really had a lovely time until the dad died and then the mum died. So
there's a story here. Just one story, and we don't want to give away what's in the book because we want people to come out and get it. A night in the cellar.
Yeah, so it was probably the first night when they got into Artane, and what happened was that they washed them with a hose with cold water, and the brothers were so rough, and they were so rough with young Tim. Timmy was only 7, and James was 14, but James is a big strong boy for 14, and he was fairly fit, you know. He was, and as well as that, his father always had him kind of built up doing core work and all that sort of thing, because his dad was in the army. And when one of the lads was power hosing Tim, and he was hurting Timmy, and he went over, he said to him, "Stop, you're hurting him, and he said, "None of your business," and he squirted him. He said, "That's my brother." So then he actually hit him. He hit the brother a punch, and he nearly broke his nose. So he was put in the cellar for that, and he spent a couple of days inside the cellar. Horrible place to be put. But we'll have him put in there, you know.
We're all looking forward to the launch and all of that, and we'll meet lots of your friends at the launch as well.
Yeah.
And Noel O'Donnell, it's a real pleasure. Congratulations on the book, and every success to it as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much.
Indeed, you're very welcome back to Down Your Way. You know, the McCarthy's are very much a part of this book. Donald McCarthy, how are you doing?
I'm not so bad. I'm very good altogether. I'm delighted to be here.
Any relation to these McCarthy's that's in this book?
No, but I'm a close neighbour of the author, Noel O'Donnell, and he put a lot of work into this book, and he's one of the best neighbours in Tipperary. He's been a very good friend of mine since I came to Tipperary, and I'm delighted to be here tonight to support him to launch his book.
It's absolutely a special night for the community of Care as well.
It's no doubt in the world, Eamon. It's a face important night, and there's a huge crowd here. And it's wonderful to see so many people here. It shows you the high esteem that Noel is held in the community, and his family is.
Absolutely, doing fantastic trade, fantastic business. He has a word for everybody, though, hasn't he?
Oh, he has. Yes, that's the huge success of his business, and his son Alan is the same now, who's kind of running the business.
Yeah.
They're two wonderful, wonderful people, and wonderful business people.
You've been at several launches and book launches over the years as a school teacher of note. Lots of friends of yours, I'm sure.
Oh, I have, especially GA launches in Thurles, and Liam O'Donoghue's great books in Thurles, and he's another one coming out as well on the Harty Cup shortly, but a real big volume of stuff. But I do, and I actually have a book club in my house once a month, so I have a huge interest in the reading.
And mentioned in your house, of course, Down Your Way is coming to your house in January.
It is, and I'd be delighted to meet you and have a chat with you, Eamon, and you're very welcome. You're always very welcome down here in Care in South Hill.
Absolutely. Donald McCarthy, it's a real pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Ger Maher is with me. Ger, how are you doing from Ardfinnan?
I'm great, Eamon, and you?
Yeah, what a special night here in Care.
Yeah, there's some crowd in here. That was wonderful. It's after filling up very quickly. Yeah. Fair play to Noel, just undertaking to take on, but seems to be working the same as everything the man puts his old fingers to seems to work, you know.
Absolutely, like yourself.
Oh, yes, I don't know about that.
Well, apart from all of that, hadn't been a fantastic year for Tipperary?
It was the best year ever. Someone says to talk about how are you today. I said, I'm great, sure. There's the big Declan Ryan, yeah. We have two All-Irelands, one under 20 and we have a senior. We had a minor last year. We have 9 and 9 years. And the youth are there and the senior team are the best team in Ireland. So hopefully for the future.
Absolutely, what a special night. Look, you know all about the GA and the story behind the matches and the under-21s, the minors, the whole lot.
Yeah.
When are we going to? I'm going to be down at the launch of one of your books because you're ready. You're ready made to launch a book.
I don't know what kind of a book you're talking about, him, but I shall look here to be.
It's really steeped in this game.
Yeah, but what else would you have in Tipperary? I just love the whole thing. Just love the whole buzz of it, and just love the whole thing. And like, you know, people are on about Tipperary where they came from this year. Always been a proud Tipperary man. We always say at the start of the year, where are we going this year? What will we do? I suppose I don't be realistic some of the time, but I always see hope for Tip. And you look at that, like I said to you, 9 years, we 3 minors, we 3 20s, we 3 seniors. You know, like the young fellas that have won those medals, I've seen Liam Cahill give Darren McCarthy, Sam O'Farrell, Oisin O'Donoghue, these lads all a big chance this year. They're going to get knocking on the door now and they'll be hoping that we can come in next year. We're up there now next year to be shot at. We're the best team in the country. According to some of the experts, we came in this year, we weren't any good.
Absolutely.
We proved them all wrong.
That's why I say you should write a book because you had the whole story. Come here.
Someday I'll get time, yeah.
Someday you'll get time. Look, it's great to be here and to meet you here as well.
Thanks very much.
Well, one of the great families, of course, in County Tipperary are the O'Donnells here in Care.
Yeah, I wish I Noel is a great man. All the O'Donnells are all steeped in DG. And in fairness to Noel, you know, he had a little business going here for years and he took on a big undertaking and it's paying off from. He's a great businessman, great guy to go into. It's just great to see it lighten up the town here.
Are you looking forward to reading this book?
I'm looking forward to someone buying me the book for Christmas. Maybe I'll have a good read with it.
Oh, that is it. Yeah. Because DJ Carey out as well this year.
Sure, look, we'll look for DJ alone. I mean, that's an awful misfortune to think about. It's just, it's just not great, not at all. No, look, he did what he did in the sports field. That's what I judged the man on, and he had some great days, he had some not so great days. But come on, he was a fantastic hurler.
Absolutely.
And that's what I judged DJ Carey on. Anything else is completely out of bounds.
It's good to be here.
It is, Eamon. Good to be alive and good to be from Tipperary in the home of hurling. Well, Lee McCarthy is at home for his Christmas dinner this year, and he's going to get used to it.
Absolutely. That was the great. John Maher, thank you very much.
Thanks, Em.
Sure, Kelly, we want to say hello to you. How are you doing?
Not too bad, Eamon.
Yeah, you know all the story of our team.
I gave 3 years in our team from 1966 to 69. And I burnt down our team for the brutality that was going on in the school from 66 to 69. And the only sin I committed was I was brought into the world by my mother and wasn't married.
It's a great, enjoyable night. It's going to be a special night here tonight.
Hopefully, yeah.
And of course, the story is going to be told here tonight by Noel.
I know, please God, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so how are you keeping now?
Sure, you know, I had a stroke 23 years ago, and my head's not great, but sure, I'm alive, so at the moment I'm alive.
Absolutely. Good to be around and good to be here.
Not too bad, thanks, Eamon.
Okay. Geraldine Hickey, how are you doing, Geraldine?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, what a special night.
Oh, brilliant night here. Great crowd, thanks be to God, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know the O'Donnells well, do you?
I do indeed, yeah. They're great people to support everyone else, so it's great everyone's out to support them.
Absolutely. You have 3 books in your hand.
I have.
Yeah.
2 for my daughter in Dublin and 1 for myself. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a special night. So you're looking forward to the read, are you?
Oh, I am. I can't wait. I'll be starting it tonight and hopefully finish it tonight as well.
Oh my God, stop. Hundreds of pages.
Hundreds of pages, I know, yeah. It's a brilliant achievement for Noel, yeah. Fantastic.
So you're from Care, are you?
I am indeed, yes.
So you're probably in and out to the business all the time?
Always, every day nearly up and down there, yeah. Yeah, indeed, yeah.
They're doing really well.
Great food, great everything, yeah, fantastic. And they're a lovely family, every one of them are beautiful family, yeah.
It's good to say hello and have a great night.
Great, congratulations to Noel. Best of luck to him.
Alan Maher is with me. Alan, how are you?
Good, thank you.
And the lady here, how are you?
Good.
Nuala Maher, that's my mother, Nuala.
Nuala, how are you? Nuala?
Good.
Good to be here.
Yes, very good, very good.
Yeah.
Looking
Great
forward
crowd,
to see.
You know this crowd fairly well.
I know.
The O'Donnells well.
Yeah, we do the O'Donnells. We're related, but obviously we're from Clonmel, but we know them with years, yeah.
Okay, and of course you have your own business down there.
We do. We're on the ring road there in Clonmel, Maher's Londis, yeah.
Won several awards because I presented 1 or 2 of them in the last couple.
Yeah. We were fortunate to win 2 of them on one year after the other, yeah. So we were happy with that.
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
Yeah.
O'Donnells are doing massive business as well.
They're great people, yeah. They have a great trade up here in Care.
So you're looking forward to the book, I'm sure.
We're looking forward to the book, yeah.
Your mammy, hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you,
Yeah.
Eamon.
You know the O'Donnells well as well.
I do indeed. Sure, Noel is related to Noel's mother, and my Noel's mother were cousins.
Okay.
Yeah, they were the O'Gormans. Did you know the O'Gormans?
Yeah, absolutely.
Pat Gorman.
Yeah, he had a business in Holy Cross.
That's right, yeah. They were all related.
Yeah. So, listen, you're all settled in for a lovely night, are you?
We are. Make the best of
Absolutely
it
jam-packed here in the hotel, isn't it?
Packed, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
No.
You all have bundles of books under your arm, so they're going to
They're going to run out of books tonight.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah, hopefully. It's for good causes that he's doing
That's
it for.
a good cause, the Dylan Quirk Foundation, and there's another group as well.
Carrie.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well done.
So,
I listen to you every Saturday morning.
Oh, yeah, down your way. Yeah, I shall look at it. It's just another program. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Well done in the awards then.
Thank you.
How are you doing, Matty? What are you about? Grant, you're very welcome to Down Your Way.
Grandma good and top fault the road could the cartoon easy. He has special turn out.
Absolutely, what a special night. You know these guys well.
I look sure. Their father was great friends of mine. He nicknamed Old Hand. Great character, and his mother and their mother and the family themselves are just fabulous people. They've big families involved in everything, from GA to rugby to every kind of activities, hunting, racing, you name it. But more importantly, always supporting all clubs and causes. I'm just talking to his brother Jerry minutes ago, telling me he must organise a quiz for St. Teresa and Clogheen. That's the kind of people they are. They give and they support, and they don't be looking. So looking forward to this book. Don't know what's in it, but nice cover, and it's signed by Noel. But wonderful businessman and a great character. I'm looking forward to the read around Christmas.
Absolutely, why not? And of course, very much a part of life here in South Tipperary, as you say, involved in this, that, and the other thing. Yeah,
has been for decades, but the new expanded business there some years ago is a huge success, and there's meeting rooms there, and there's all kinds of facilities there. You sit down, have your lunch, and whatever. But there are people that are on the ball, give great employment, and give great service to the public.
Absolutely. Matty, I know there's lots of things we could talk about, but Down Your Way is expected to go to South Tipperary and to your place for the past 7 or 8 years.
And maybe 10, it sure is.
Yeah, and we never got there.
No, and we'll have to do it this year in 2026. If we don't, we'll stop talking about it. But you'll be very welcome back. It's a long time since you were down. We'll have it in a community house at Tigna. We'll have it in some kitchen, but we'll definitely have it in the before spring of 26.
Absolutely. Really brilliant. Have a happy Christmas as well, Matty.
We'll be and did fair and freshen.
Go on, good.
Slán.
Indeed, you're right. Welcome back to the final part of Down Your Way. Yeah, meeting a lot of all-stars here and there and everywhere, but none other than the great Declan Ryan. How are you doing, Declan?
Good, Eamon. Good.
Good. A personal friend of the O'Donnells.
Yeah, I often meet up with a couple of pals of mine there in Care for an old cup of tea during the day, so delighted to come down to support Noel, and he's supporting the Dylan Quirk Foundation as well, and I'm involved in that, so delighted to be here.
Yeah, very much do, and indeed supporting of whatever organisations he can, because he's just a magic man.
Yeah, fair play to him for putting pen to paper. It's something he wanted to do a long time, and wish him the very best.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be an interesting read for Christmas.
Looking forward to it now.
Yeah, most people are going to be with a half dozen books.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to run out of these books.
Absolutely, yeah.
What a crowd, massive.
Yeah, I actually wasn't expecting this type of crowd now, to be fair. I thought Noel told me it was a small affair, but I suppose it shows the standing he's held in there, so well done.
Absolutely, the Dylan Quirk Foundation is doing real well, isn't it?
Yeah, the Dylan Quirk Foundation was set up, as we know, when Dylan himself passed, unfortunately, in the field of play, but and Noel is making a contribution towards it there this evening, and very well deserved, and all the fine work that the foundation is doing, so just delighted to be part of that.
Absolutely. As always, Declan Ryan, thanks for sending a lot to us and Down Your Way.
Thanks, Eamon.
John Quirk and his wife, Margaret, how are you doing, lads?
Very good, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, what a great night for the family. You're all connected.
Oh, we're all connected. Noel is a brother-in-law, married to my sister Mary, so he's launching his book tonight, as you probably well know.
Yeah, absolutely, terrific.
Yeah, there's a great boost for the locals to come out and honour Noel and Mary, I suppose. They've quite a good family there as well, so and he's a great old business going up there in the Texaco station there up in the Mitchelstown Road there as well, doing very well for himself.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Did you realise, Mary, that Mary, isn't it?
Margaret.
Did you realise that Margaret that Noel had this whole idea of?
Absolutely none. It came totally out of the blues.
Did you?
We're absolutely thrilled. He's an incredible guy. He's changed careers so many times. He was a builder. He sold insurance. He started the small shop. Everything he did, he put his whole heart into it. In fact, he was the supervisor on our first house in 1988 on the Cashel Road in Care. Yeah, and he encouraged us to buy it when it was just a shell. An incredible guy, and we wish him all the best. He's doing all this for charity. And I said, no, you never said anything to us about this. He said it was always an ambition of his.
Fabulous ambition.
But he said he was going to school, he was a left-hander. And at that stage, the same as John, my husband, is a left-hander. The teachers kind of
didn't like it too much.
Didn't like it, they kind of beat it out of you. So I said, no, how did you write the book? Did you write it longhand? No, he said he did it on the computer. But he did it one-handed with his left hand.
Very good. John, of course, you know each other for years and years.
We have indeed, yeah. I suppose you're very much a big GA man yourself as well, like myself, yeah.
Yeah, you're very much into it.
Yeah, and I sponsor the...
all the major sponsors over the years.
Oh, yeah, especially the Tipperary Senior Hurling and Football Championship, the man of the match for, I suppose, about 37 years, so I relinquished my... this year as well, so a new person is taking over, so we wish him well, so, okay, take care.
Hey, listen, great to be with us, lads, and thanks for sending it all.
A fantastic year for Tipperary, wasn't it? Oh, God, incredible, yeah.
Andy Maloney, how are you doing, Andy? Local council here in Care.
Well, Eamon, welcome to Care again. Great occasion, and delighted for Noel to get such a crowd here in Care House tonight. a huge turnout. You know, it's a new venture for him from starting off. I suppose he was a block layer, a petrol salesman, a garage man. He was a shopkeeper, and now he's an author. So it's a great achievement for him. He's a good few years at it, but sure, he got there eventually.
Absolutely, yeah. What a crowd into the ballroom here.
Yeah, just what I'm saying. It's very hard to fill a ballroom these days, but it's full now tonight, and you know, they get the numbers out in a cold, wet night as well, and it's great to see it. But look, Noel is a nice guy. He's one of the nice guys, and I'm delighted for him now.
Andy Maloney is always ready on time.
Thank you, Eamon.
Noel and Mary's 3 daughters are with me. A fantastic occasion for the family. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very overwhelmed tonight by the crowd that turned out here to support Dad, and we're all very, very proud.
Absolutely. And your name is?
Shauna.
Shauna, how are you doing, Shauna?
I'm great. How are you?
Not bad. You're based here in Clare, are you?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm based here in Clare, and I'd like to echo my sister's words. Just very proud and delighted of the crowd that are here, and so grateful for the support of everyone in the town of Clare to come out for Dad today.
Absolutely. Did you think your dad was an author of this quality?
I'm not quite sure. He's tried many things, and it's lovely to see him actually follow his dream and follow it through right to the end, and we couldn't be prouder. Yeah, and it's fabulous that it's for 2 good causes.
Fantastic causes, yeah. Like when all this thing was going on, did you know what he was up to?
We did, because he'd always have his head stuck in the laptop and be coming out with his ideas, but sure, we'd take a look at it and the grammar would turn us off and we'd be like, oh God. But to see it come to fruition like it did is amazing, and it just goes to show how he's so determined, and to finish it, to follow it through, is just commendable.
And the support you guys had here tonight was just magic.
Magic, absolutely magic. And in fairness, the people of Clare, they're very good to support their own. And I'd say, to be honest, half the crowd is nearly O'Donnell's. There's so many of us. But look, it's lovely to see such a great turnout. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely, and you were really delighted, I'm sure, as well.
Absolutely thrilled. Yeah, thank you to all the people of Clare for supporting Dad and these 2 great foundations.
Thanks for being with us and down your way.
Thank you.
Noel's wife is Mary. Noel's wife Mary is with me. Mary, congratulations on a great occasion for the family.
Thanks, Eamon. It's been a lovely night. We've had a fabulous night and a great turnout.
Did you
So we're
realise
very
for a
happy.
while that Noel was into this, did you?
Oh, sure, Noel could do anything. He often says, I was thinking, and I say, I hate those 3 words, because you never know what's next. But anyway, fair play to him. I'm absolutely thrilled for him. He put so much work into this, and I'm delighted for him and delighted for our family.
Absolutely. It's a novel night, it's a special night.
It's a very special night. It is indeed a very special night. Yeah.
So Mary, listen, congratulations, every success, and thanks for saying hello to us.
Thanks a million.
Okay. Alan and Ryan are with me. How are you doing, folks?
Good, Eamon, and yourself?
Congratulations on the Dad's performance.
That was brilliant, yeah. It was good old performance. Yeah. So it was. Geez, the music was brilliant. Richie Delahunty and what was the lady's name that was singing?
Julia Rose. Yeah, it was a lovely night, and it's a great testament to Dad,
Absolutely.
To after writing the book and the turnout that he got. He's over the moon, and we're over the moon for him, Eamon.
Yeah, the ideas all the time that he had something up his sleeve, had he?
Yeah, well, he doesn't. The man doesn't stop thinking, Eamon. He's always on the go, whether it be camper vans or motorbikes or holidays or writing books. He's always doing something.
It's a great way of putting down life, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yeah. Well, going back to that, he is like a magician, isn't he? He just keeps on pulling stuff out of his sleeve between the shop and biking, hot rods, the whole lot. He just doesn't stop. It's one thing to the next, and the book now is brilliant, so fair play to him now.
Alan, of course, the business is doing fantastic, and you're care for the most part.
Yeah, we're there. We're there, and my own wife. Well, we've great staff and great people, and listen, we've great support from the community, Eamon, as you saw in there tonight. Hundreds of people in there to come out to him. And it's not just Care; it's all the villages all around as well that we get huge support from. So it is the people of Care there that make it for us.
Did he pick you up? Did he pick you up in Cork yesterday?
He did, yeah, he did.
Did he surprise you?
He didn't surprise me. I think he surprised the rest of the family, though. Mam was inside in Cork International Hotel. He was telling her that he was going meeting some lad from Red FM to do an interview with him, and my flight was delayed by 40 minutes, and he was like, that fella's after getting stuck in Bantry now, or in Bandon was, lying through his teeth to the poor old woman. But yeah, he came in and surprised her and surprised the rest of them as well. So yeah, it was good to get back.
Great feeling to be home.
Yeah, it's a great feeling to be home. Listen, it's lovely to be home, especially under good circumstances as well. I feel like any time when I do come home, it's usually for Christmas or that, but like sometimes there do be sad circumstances, so it's great to come home over a good circumstance.
Well, look, it's a real pleasure on behalf of Tip FM. Congratulations to the family and to everybody.
And thanks for coming out, Eamon. We really appreciate it.
So that's our programme for this week. My thanks to all our guests on this week's programme. Don't forget, we'll be back with another edition of Down Your Way at the same time next week. From all of us on the programme, have a very good week. Bye-bye.